Welcome back, everybody. Clint today with Classic Firearms, and we've got Katie back with us, actually still driving.
Yeah, if you haven't shot out of a Prius, you're missing out.
Not much use for anything else, but saving gas for more ammo.
True.
Okay, so, but having now shot this quite a bit and done a few mag dumps with it, gotta say that it is a super flat shooting gun. First of all, without the optic and unloaded, it's coming in at just under 9 pounds. So, granted, it's an AR-10, so it's still gonna be a little heavy, but again, for what you're getting here, I don't think it's that big of a deal. You are getting, however, a fluted barrel on it, stainless steel, with their 2-chamber muzzle brake, which when we did shoot this, and for those of you that weren't present, we actually were a little concerned that the Prius wasn't going to blow up.
Yeah.
It actually took us 3 trigger pulls each for it to finally happen. First try, I think we were all aiming maybe too far forward.
Yeah.
And then I remember saying, all right, you know what, let's aim. First try, nothing happened. Second try, nothing happened. I was like, oh no, we have 330 pounds of tannerite in this Prius.
If it doesn't blow up, what are we going to do with it?
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? So we're like, this thing has got to go. Thankfully, third time's a charm. And on that third trigger pull, all 3 of us sending rounds downrange, I remember aiming just below the door handle because I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute. All of the trash bags full of tannerite are on the back seat, not on the floorboard. Yep. So I was like, oh, we're shooting too far ahead. Let's move it back a little bit. And that's whenever you saw kaboom, and it got sent. Now, so then you shot this a couple of times.
3.
Yeah.
Total of 3. I've shot it total of 3 times.
Oh,
3 rounds, not even 3 times. 3 rounds.
Okay, well, I've got a lot more downrange with this guy, and I gotta say, it is a super flat shooting gun, and I think the trigger feels great in it too. Something that they do right out of the box is it comes with a CMC 2.5 pound trigger. It's drop-in trigger. CMC is fantastic. Nice and short. Go ahead and show this to you guys really quick, and you'll see that it is the flat face trigger, and if I'm just gonna apply a little bit of pressure, single stage goodness, very short take up, and then the reset on this guy, super short. I like that. It does come with a 20-round PMag as well. Now, Kip, who started Red Arrow Weapons, did this because he already had Red Arrow Out TV. He's an avid hunter, outdoorsman, is very well known for that. Awesome, awesome guy. Super humble. Never would have thought that this guy was as big of a deal as he actually is. And he's probably watching this video and thinking, God, why would he even say that, right? But super cool guy. And his entire mindset behind starting Red Arrow Weapons was, look, I'm mostly a bow hunter, crossbow hunter, things like that. And he says, but if I were to really get into utilizing a rifle for hunting, what would I make it? And voila, pretty much what we've got.
Yeah, he said he found himself taking an AR-15 setup with him every time he went out, or started when he started going out, and he's like, why don't I just make what I want?
Yeah, right, exactly. And so he said what you get out of the box is exactly what he would prefer to have.
Yeah.
So that's makes sense to me. Awesome. And so we've got the Magpul furniture on this. He likes a little bit more slimmer K-style grip, which again, I do like quite a bit myself. The ACSL stock on it. It's got little secret compartments for all your fun stuff that you might need, or Skittles. And again, Magpul furniture, or the Magpul, the PMag 20-round magazine, you just can't go wrong with that. It's excellent stuff. The rail, I specifically like the S-style rail, M-lock all the way around, except for the Picatinny where you need it. I am personally a big fan of that because the type of grip that I like to get, and then really driving this gun. It's one that it feels more like a competitive AR-10, like if you're shooting like a heavy open division, and that has, I guess you could say, a home at hunting, because of the way Kip set it up, because it feels great, nice and lightweight. You could really drive it, but at the same time, it's very capable. And we were shooting at 350 yards, which is nothing for the 308 cartridge, which is what this is chambered in. But they go beyond just making AR-10s as well. They got a couple of fun things coming up in the future, like maybe a little 9mm. But we shot quite a bit of their 5.56 guns.
Yes.
What'd you think of that?
So all of their guns are super light, which
yes.
I absolutely love.
I know you're a fan of lightweight guns, and it makes sense, especially, again, a hunter's mindset like Kip's. He wants something a little bit lighter.
I mean, if you're going to be carrying it around, I mean, why would you want to carry around full-size everything? It's just the worst. No.
Okay,
you need something to get the job done, something that's lightweight that you don't have to tote around.
All right, that's fair. And you surprised me. and I think probably quite a few people with how
I'm
well.
not sure if I should be disappointed or.
No, it's just I knew that shooting out of a moving vehicle
Yeah.
and trying to actually place accurate shots is a difficult thing to do. And like I said, what we learned at the end of that video, and doing a little recap with Kip and everything, was accuracy through volume.
That's true.
So the more rounds you can send downrange, the more likely you are to have a hit percentage, a higher hit percentage.
True.
But you came out, and at one point you actually you got 10 rounds on target.
Yeah.
And I thought that
I just want to let you know, other than the first shot, I shot everything left-handed.
Other than the first one?
Yep.
See, that's
Because the first one,
Yeah.
you're going straight down, and left-handed, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I shot that one right-handed, and then as soon as he turned, I switched shoulders and shot everything left-handed.
Yep. So when the target, so if you've never shot out of a moving vehicle before,
Yeah.
and thankfully their guns are lightweight. We were just running some red dots on them, I think like the Vortexes, and so they were just simple, easy, lightweight, and they ran really well. We didn't spray any oil on them or anything. I remember getting them out there, and Dwayne was showing them. I was like, "Gun's kind of dry," and he's like, if it it messes up, We'll spray some oil in it. Never messed up, and we spent hundreds of rounds downrange. So I was like, impressive, cool, and especially for an AR, they're dirty. So, but if you've never shot out of a moving vehicle with either an AR pistol or even a full-size rifle or something, the easiest thing to do is just hang out the window. I think we've all seen the photo of the AK chick in California hanging out of dream girl. But anyway, and so you've got your rifle out, and then as you're approaching the target, it's easy to go ahead and stay in that dominant position of a right-handed shooter when you're hanging out the passenger, right? And then the moment the target's either not even right beside you, even a little bit forward, it gets difficult to try to maneuver, so it makes the most sense to go to that non-dominant, and then you can start shooting behind you.
Yeah.
At one
point, it was either that or I would have had to put my knee in the seat just to get
just
I was like,
up.
we're just gonna go.
And then every time you think you're on target.
Oh, every time you think you're on target, the car hits a bump or something, and you just boom, shoot like 3 foot over the target.
It is what it is. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, though, it was a lot of fun, and their guns made it pretty easy to do. At one point, however, though, thankfully it was light. I think I actually got to where the target was completely behind me, and I forgot about the last target, and I just did this number.
I did that like 6 times. Yeah. Like every time we went past, I was like, oh man, I almost forgot about the last one, and then you realize that's not the last one. There's another last one.
Yeah. So, but Red Arrow Weapons, they pride themselves on being American. And they've got, like I said, they're coming out with some other cool things down the road, but they're not afraid to put pistol braces on things. They've got new projects upcoming that they're saying, oh yeah, until we can't, we're throwing braces on them.
Yeah.
We're going to keep making AR pistols. We're going to keep making other types of pistol caliber carbines and things like that'll feature braces. And if you want an NFA item as well, they're going to have options for you. They're just going to have options, which I think is great. And so they're going to have all sorts of different configurations. And again, being a little bit newer to the market, I got to appreciate the time and effort that they're putting into this stuff. Yeah. And so again, Kip obviously has the experience of being that outdoorsman and that hunter, and he's taken that entire mindset and those experiences and rolled them into the type of rifle that he would want. So they're using quality parts, quality accessories, and partnering up obviously with some great manufacturers on this giveaway as well.
Oh, yeah.
So because we're teaming up with Caldwell, Vortex Optics, there's Guard Dog body armor, duh.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the rifle goes, though, obviously we've got the Vortex first focal plane Strike Eagle 5-25 by 56 optic, which is fantastic, and it's completely capable of reaching out to 350 yards to blow up a Prius. All right, it was super easy to do. Piece of cake, right? And just overall a great gun. And like I said, having mag dumped it into a wall just to see what would happen is kind of cool. I think we got footage of that too, just absolutely wrecking a concrete wall. When you're told, hey, we've got permission from the landowner of a decommissioned rock quarry, and he said you can just blow up anything and shoot anything you want down there, you take advantage of that. So there's some buildings that aren't buildings anymore. But anyway, so Red Arrow Weapons, definitely would recommend. Again, the value, the quality, and the price point that you're getting is just, it's going to be hard to compete against. And again, the type of products and parts and accessories that they're using on their guns just makes sense, and also to their quality that aren't going to be breaking the budget. So I think a great option. Other than that, what was your favorite thing about that?
Cat. Kip's wife is the most amazing person on the planet. This woman is out here recording her man in the rain, like 9 months pregnant in flip-flops.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
One of the most amazing women I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, she was awesome. I was mainly talking about guns and stuff, but you know what? I'll allow it. All right. I gotta say, I do love a little bit larger caliber, and this AR-10, the Raw 10 here, is just something that has made me very happy. Ambi safety, by the way, for those of you that were wondering, and overall just an awesome rifle. So check them out. Check out Red Arrow Weapons on our website, and if you haven't seen the videos that I'm talking about, go check them out. They're pretty entertaining. They're a lot of fun. Don't know how educational these ones are because Katie and I, we're not, complete experts and professionals out there, and we don't claim to be as such. It's just we spend a lot of time pulling the trigger, and sometimes we do it right. Sometimes.
You spend a lot of time pulling the trigger. I spend moderate time pulling the trigger.
And yet, you somehow manage to outshoot me sometimes.
Sometimes I get lucky, okay? I do want to tell you guys that shooting from the inside out of a car with the windows rolled up, you guys will watch that video, but it's trash. Not the video. Just shooting through a windshield from the inside with the windows up. And we had ear protection and eye protection on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. But I could not imagine doing it without.
Yeah, or doing that in a stressful situation.
That's what I'm saying.
Where you have to.
Yeah. Just all of a sudden riding down the road and that situation would happen. Hopefully it never does.
No,
but I'm saying if that ever happened and you're, heaven forbid, you're not wearing sunglasses, and odds are you're not driving down the road with ear protection on.
Yeah, so again, thanks to Red Arrow Weapons for providing 2 Priuses.
Oh, yes.
One to blow up, one to shoot out of, things like that. So thank you guys. And go again, check out those videos. They were a good time. Don't